Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then. Pele demonstrating again that he is the real constant in this side, indeed in this game, completing 400 appearances here today.
Well, this couldn't have happened to a better player, Peter. I say big congratulations to him, someone who's told me on many occasions that his greatest motivation to keep playing is the love of the game. That's what it's all about.
Pele is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Played out wide. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bale unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, that's a key interception.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Messi. Messi going full tilt down the right-hand side. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Vitinha. And that could set him on his way. Rooney gets into some space. Lofted it, he gets big! No, not the best of headers.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
Aimed beyond the defence. In by Messi. Ferdinand with the clearance.
Bale really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Pele, that's been slipped through. David Villa, and David Villa! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Villa clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. That has been cut short. And it's Bale. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Now it's Villa. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Rooney. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Stood up well to him there. And here's Shevchenko. Now it's Bale. And that's really well manoeuvred.
Bale really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi. Oh, he's seen that early. He used a certain sixth sense. Now, what about a counter-attack? Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Knocks it into space. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Tries to play it through. Gilberto Silva. Great vision. And this is Messi. Just deflected over the goal line for a corner. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Bale. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Rooney. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, good take in a good area. Messi. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Now it's Pelé. Now it's Villa. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Pelé. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And that was probably asking just too much.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Seedorf calmly anticipates.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And it's Bale. That's a cute ball. Messi. And it's half-time here. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que pueden disfrutar de la transmisión en directo de este partido en la emisora de radio oficial del equipo.
There's the start of the second half.
Udinese have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Look at the space here. Shapes to shoot! Marvellous goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Oh, sweet feet. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well read, and the danger is averted. Ferdinand. Bale. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Now that looks a decent ball. Gilberto Silva. Well, nicely intercepted. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He's got tall. Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
Both sides then
24,
taking this chance to turn to their
el
benches.
dorsal 3, Sido. Serán
Can they get him away?
El dorsal
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
And this is Rooney.
There they go, hunting again.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Maldini spots it and intercepts. Threads one in. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now that's well seen too. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And this is Shevchenko. Up he goes! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Tries to pass it through. Rooney.
Udinese clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Ronaldo. Lovely bit of skill. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Ronaldinho. Dink through. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That has ended up in no man's land. It's played through for him. And the shot! Oh, and that should have been two.
Weghorst really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Oh, that's fabulous. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Udinese clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Takes a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Confirmation that there will be 2-minute stoppage time. And there goes the final whistle. Udinese have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. And we're underway. Gabriel Batistuta, Jim, pretty much the embodiment of the complete striker, wouldn't you say?
Devastating. A great goal scorer and a scorer of great goals too. Given the ball anywhere near the box, and you know what the outcome will be.
The very example of a centre-forward.
Absolutely, he was pretty close to perfection for most of his career.
Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, that's well seen too. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Spread neatly. Oh, well played. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Vinicius Junior, cute ball now, how can he reach it? Vinicius Junior is offering, shoots! Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Takes a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That's a lovely, neat pass. He's through, now is he in? Oh, super ball. He's having a shot! Goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
That was easy, almost too easy.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came up beautifully.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Chance, surely! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And it's Camavinga. And he's cut it out. He won't be happy with that one. He's in space and looking for options. Now it's Pelé. He has found the way through. Picks out shapes to shoot. Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender. Stay onside.
And we have our very first corner. Rooney. It's Rooney! They've scored! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
And now he has two. Udinese go into the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Now it's Pelé. Oh, this looks sharp. He has a look up.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And it's Rooney. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's being urged to shoot. Raul.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
No, that's been intercepted. Pelé gets into some space. Pelé going face-to-face with his great rival.
Now then, clash of the egos.
Rooney. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Nakata. Ferdinand calmly anticipates. Nicely weighted ball. And smartly reclaimed. Oh, it's Van Basten. Played with finesse. Van Dijk. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. That is good alertness. And he can clear it away. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Now here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Oh, nicely intercepted. Nakata, can he get on the end of this? Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Van Basten! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
And the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Batistuta. Rooney. And there's the end of the first half. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Udinese head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Milan can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, taken with style. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Now it's Rooney. Some really good ball movement, and it's made its way to him. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Udinese presented with a golden opportunity here to further improve their position of comfort.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 9, Hazard, il numero 42.
Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Udinese blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, he's had it taken off him. Looking for options for movement. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Nice control. Plenty to aim at. Shot at goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, the ball's run loose here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Camavinga cuts it out. He's a sharp little ball here. Now there's a fine ball. Gilberto Silva, that's a cute ball. That's beautifully weighted. Bayer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Threads one in. That is a great pick out. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Rooney. David Villa is onto this. Tries to pass it through. Knocks it into space. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Camavinga kept his eye on it, and he's there. Searching pass he's played there. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for the run. And it's Rooney. It's a searching pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, that's been cut out, well played. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
There's the shot! That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Great chance! He scores! It could be a lifeline! Two more needed! Terrible error, duly punished.
Well, how can you be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Milan give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Messi! It's in! With so little time left! Grandstand finish! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Milan give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
And that is as far as it goes. Udinese have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Truly colourful scenes here. Apt indeed for one of the most diverse and multicultural cities. That is Amsterdam. And those inside this shimmering arena demand the very best. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Chips it through. Mbappe! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
And he's forced to go back. Gilberto Silva. Pelé. And it's Rooney. Pelé. And this is Rooney. Messi. Szoboszlai. What a throw in. Adams. Szoboszlai. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, that's well spotted. Julie. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's picked his way through. Lovely pass, and the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover.
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Look at the space here. Real chance! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Rijkaard. Mbappe shoots! And he's done it! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
A 1-0 lead established.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. That's a nicely shaped ball. And this is Pelé! Oh, that's fabulous. Now that's a fine challenge. And he's managed to get rid. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. It's played through for him. And it's Van Basten! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Mbappe! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Udinese do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
He's found the way through. That's a shade optimistic.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's definitely not his best. No, again, there's no way through. Pele. And this is Ronaldo.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that's been won straight back. Van Dijk. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Udinese truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
He can run onto that, and Dijk spots it and intercepts. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Szoboszlai. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
There's the shot!
There will be 1 minute added time.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Hello,
Yeah, you don't get any
and
points for
please
stating
join
the
me in
obvious,
wishing
Peter,
a
but
happy
thankfully
wedding
this is still very
anniversary for one of our
savable.
fan
Keep
club
things
members.
simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Quality ball. Now it's Rooney. And he's on his way. He's through. It's a big chance. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Messi. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Mbappe. That's a sharp pass. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We have already started here. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm?
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Well timed, excellent interception.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proved positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air. It just goes to show the importance of how he reads the game, the anticipation, the positioning.
Sneijder. Gilberto Silva. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Clipped into space. And the shot! In he goes again. He's delivered all right. The breakthrough strike. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
So, a breakthrough already. That is lovely. João Neves. And it's Vitinha. Pinches it off him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Pelé. Oh, that's a very decent chance! Well, now it's a red, and it's come back out to him. Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Looking for a runner. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Vitinha is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Succumbs to the pressure.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Tries to pass it through. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Rijkaard.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And here's Neves. That's good play. Conte. Good read, needed to be. And that's really well manoeuvred. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. Vitinha. Sneijder. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. João Neves. Cristiano Ronaldo, a player so deservedly decorated with praise, and it's Neymar. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, this looks sharp. Cristiano Ronaldo. Brilliantly cut out.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
He's a sharp little ball here. Shapes to shoot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Decent chance! And it's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Udinese grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, nice touch. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the first half is done. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
Please be reminded that drinking is
Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Udinese will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remain calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And the game has already resumed here. Vitinha. Now it's Schneider. And this is Ronaldo. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And he's picked it up out wide. He's found the... And the finish! Big moment! Massive goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Udinese go into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Liverpool are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
That's a cute ball. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Rooney. Vitinha is the team's great visionary. And the counter is on. Now it's Gerrard. Maldini. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's had it taken off him. Gerrard. Liverpool ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Look at the space here. Caught offside that time. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Liverpool finding their chance for a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Schneider is offering a right smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Goes for a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Played back in. Oh, sweet feet.
Udinese surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And this is Ronaldo. Shot could be on. So much time and space here. Baresi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
He's played it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
And it's Vitinha. Rooney absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Messi, in with the challenge. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rooney was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Great ball, and he's in here. And we're done. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Rooney picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
They've taken advantage of some complacency, Peter, but if you're offered a chance to do that, then you've got to be ready to pounce.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then.
Well, Edmilson's selection has certainly attracted some scrutiny, but the man himself looks, as ever, Jim, utterly unfazed.
Yeah, I like him because he's got a certain elegance about him, Peter. We all know Brazilian players love the idea of getting forward, and he's probably one of the better defensive players on the ball.
So no gung-ho heroics.
No chance.
Can he finish? He's scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Ferdinand getting this one clear. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Chance here to counter. He is through here. Now the bullish header! Oh, taken with style. 2-0 and in next to no time. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Udinese are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Tries to play it through. Isco is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And this is Pele. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Hullet. And he's searching through. Hullet. Shot a goal!
And what a be quick to...
Oh, he's been caught on it here. And it's Adama Traore. Cristiano Ronaldo. Rooney. David Villa, he's found a way through. David Villa! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Bale. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's a smartly directed ball. He's shifting through the gears here. And he shoots! Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle.
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Durante el descanso, podremos disfrutar de un pequeño espectáculo ofrecido por nuestro grupo oficial de animación.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. So here is the master craftsman, the arch schemer, the distributor-in-chief, Andrea Pirlo.
And I imagine he's already thinking of ways to pull all the strings from that deep-lying position of his.
He's great, isn't he? The vision he has, the way he can see and measure everything. Oh, he's been... And the shot! Now that looks a decent ball. Well, played right into his path. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Baggio gets into some space. Played. Can he finish? It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. But that has not gone well. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he tries! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Simplicity itself.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Vitinha.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Vitinha. Rooney. Cristiano Ronaldo. Knocks it into space. Oh, it's come loose. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Ferdinand cuts out the pass. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Rooney. Threads one in.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
No, he's just misjudged that one. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Not the most accurate pass. Thuram. Nicely shaped ball. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that's gone route one. Roberto Baggio. That's good play. Baggio goes pelting down that left-hand side. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Well read, and the danger is averted. 30 minutes gone.
Suarez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Cruyff does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Can he get on the end of this? Nicely weighted ball. Oh, well played.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a pretty loose pass. Vitinha. That's an imaginative pass. Well, that's well spotted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good ball! Pinged towards the front line. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vitinha, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cute ball now, how shapes to shoot! Rooney.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
That ball looks a good one. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Van Dijk kept aware. And there is the half-time whistle. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. And it's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And so we're off again. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Vieira. And here's Hullet.
Hullet really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Couldn't squeeze it through. Hullet. Can he get on the end of this? He's through here. Oh, no joy this time. And that's put paid to a promising move. Vieira. And it's Pirlo. In by Hullet. Vitinha is always looking to break lines.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Looking to play him in. And he's picked it up out wide. That has ended up in no man's land. Pirlo, he steps in, and that's the end of that.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Pelé. He's cut it out. That's really well manoeuvred. Cruyff. That's a cute ball. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Vitinha. Pelé. Now it's Rooney. Oh, chance for a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Roberto Baggio actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Sostituzione per l'Udinese.
Udinese with the corner.
Viene
They're
sostituito
first.
con il numero 8. Via, cambio di giocatori.
And a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Vitinha. Udinese do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Davids, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That's a shade optimistic. Rooney. Now Gilberto Silva. Vitinha. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. David Villa. Bullet. Udinese finding their passes. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And this is Rooney.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Shot, surely! It's in! And they get themselves in front! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Sostituzione per l'Udinese. Numero 7. Cristiano Ronaldo.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Lasciano il campo per
Udinese get themselves into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Udinese have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. He has a look up, and he's certainly onside here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Looking for the run, always onto this.
Udinese nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
And it's Hullet. Looking for options for movement. And this is Rooney. Oh, that's fabulous. He's having a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Rooney really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. The keeper's ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Somewhat off target. Rooney. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Turan.
Aimed beyond the defence. Nedved providing an outlet on that flank. And out it comes again.
So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us...